word, this truth upon the high mountain. That's why you're supposed to be out there in the streets, not in your homes. I mean, you could do sit downs in the studio, but the main thing is out there speaking on the streets so that people could see you. It says, exalt the voice unto them. And when you exalt the voice unto them, you're basically telling them off. And what are we telling them off about? All the wickedness that they've done and the wickedness that they're doing now. Basically charging them to their face so that the Lord could bring their judgment. We're basically reading the judgment. Then in the process of time, the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is going to bring the judgment upon them. It says, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. So that's why we're out there to do that, so that they can go into the gates of the nobles so they can find it. Because they know, they see that everything that they're trying, all it's doing is making the word spread out more and more and more. So they're trying to stop it, and they're not going to be able to stop it, because this word is already in motion. It's like a juggernaut. It's in motion. It's moving.
I got one. There's Romans chapter 10, verse 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, their words unto the ends of the world.
So, you Rothschilds, you can't stop it. None of you people can stop it, man. It's out of control, man. The horse is out the barn, and he's 500 miles away, and you ain't gonna catch him. Okay, he's in motion, and he ain't stopping. He's building up speed, man. Okay, hey, just like I'm gonna pull a quote out of the movie Star Wars, the first one. When this guy Darth Vader, which means Dark Destroyer, was gonna. He had that sword fight with the sabers, the lightsabers, against Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Obi-Wan was kind of up in age. And Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, he was still kind of young. And he said, before he struck him down, he said, if you strike me down, I will become even more powerful. Something like that, you know? And he did become more powerful. He was in that spiritual realm, man. And then in one of the episodes, they showed him in the spiritual realm with the glow around him. They showed Yoda, and they showed Anakin. Now I forget the episode and whatnot, but they called them Jedi Knights. What do you think the word Jedi means? It means Judite. So Esau plays on that. They know where the power is, man. They know where the power is. They know them so-called Jews. The reason why they call themselves Jews, because they know the history of the real Jews. So they figured if they can label themselves, put that label on them, maybe the Most High, forget and think they're the real Jews. And they did everything in their power to keep this away from you. That's why they got them clowns and the unconscious community pushing that black bullshit, man. Okay? And there was a book that Sutek brought out. He was going up against the Ephraimite that's down with bubble eyes. And what was the name of the book? I can look it up. But it was a woman, an Edomite woman, that wrote that book, dealing with the fact that the story of the Christ came from the story of Isis and Horus and Osiris, right? Now, in that story, which, by the way, Isis never existed, all right? That's just a made-up fairy tale that the Egyptians put together. But they said that basically she had sex with Osiris' penis that she built up. She found they cut his body up and all that. I said the story before, and she found all the body parts except for the erect penis, and through magic she made his penis or whatever, and then she jumped on the penis, had sex, and conceived who was to be Horus or Heru, if I'm not mistaken. But now they said that Horus or Heru was supposed to be born on December 25th, and then basically that was a virgin birth, because she never had sex with, she was never conceived by Horus, but by this penis that she made. That's where you get the obelisk from. They never existed. Those are like the superheroes of that time, during the time of the Egyptians. And it kept coming up during the time of the Babylonian Empire. Nimrod and Tammuz and Semiramis and so forth. And during the time of the East Indians, the Elamites and so forth and so on, right? So this was all made up. All made up, man. Now, the woman is saying in that book that Sutek had brought up, I forget her name, I believe. She had like a pen name. But her real name is, I think it's D.M. Murdoch. I think it was D.M. Murdoch. Type in D.M. Murdoch. Now I checked her out, and basically she was, she was educated at in Pennsylvania, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I think the name of the university or the college was called Franklin something, F&M, if I'm not mistaken. And she got various degrees from that. Then she went to Greece, and then she studied. That's her. Her pen name is what you said, Ashara S. Asharia S. That's not a real name. But anyway, when I did the research on this woman, as far as she went to Greece, and she was involved in digging up certain things in Greece. But as far as I know, as far as research goes, she never went to Egypt. Okay? Now, if she never went to Egypt, how did she get all this information? Somebody had to tell her. And here Sutek was bringing this thing up like it's the word of God, man. Now, she had a debate, and it's on YouTube, with this guy. I guess he represented the, what's that called? The time ghost. Zeitgeist, which means spirit of the time. And they had a debate, and he had asked her questions concerning that, about Isis having sex with the penis, and Horus being born on December 25th, and he straight up asked her where did she get that from? What archaeological dig? And she didn't have an answer for it, man. So my conclusion, she ain't nothing but another person that's looking to make money, that write a lot of books or pamphlets, and I'm pretty sure she's living pretty good. She's doing pretty much the same thing that them other black unconscious dudes are doing. Like Shaka. Shaka talking about, here's his book. And really it was a booklet, man. About 25 pages long? And he got a DVD. If you go on their site, it's $15. Now, they probably think they might have 2,000, at least 2,000 bird brain Negroes buy that. That's $30,000 right there, man. I don't know if they believe that shit or not, man. But I know one thing, they getting paid off of that. They getting paid off of that stuff, man. But anyway, when Sutek brought that book out and showed it and held it proudly, in front of his person, I said, did this guy really do the research on that, man, or the research on this woman? And that woman, I don't give a damn how many degrees she has. She don't know what the hell she's talking about, man. Okay.
This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 16. For we have not followed cunningly devised fables.
The story of Isis, Horus, Set, Geb, Nut, Osiris. Those are all made up stories, man. Like Vishnu, like Shakespeare's Othello. That's a made up story, man. They made a movie years ago called, back in 2000, I think it was, a Training Day, starring Denzel Washington. He played a guy named Alonzo. Alonzo never existed, man. You get this information going back so many thousands of years, and it never happened. But as long as you can get enough of these knuckleheads to believe you, They'll follow you and you keep making money. The simple believeth every word.
Right, and then I looked up that word cunningly, where it says cunningly devise fables, and the word comes from the Greek word sophizo, which means to make wise, teach, to become wise, to have understanding, to invent, play the sophist, to devise cleverly or cunningly. And that's what it is, because see, if you really understand the scriptures and you really understand the story of Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, those are...